Here today at the Outdoorsman Show. The Scouts are here, super popular, looking good. You'll see here, this is a Scout Yoho, but in this video we're going to go through the Yoho. We're going to walk by a Kenai, show you that sick looking truck on the setup, and then the Olympic at the end. Some cool specs on that, guys, to show you. But here you'll see a Ranger. This is what the Yoho fits on nicely. This Ranger here doesn't have airbags on it. It sits pretty well. So again, the three things you want to check before you put a camper on a truck or add would be airbags to the rear. Check your tires, make sure you got the right weight rated tires on your truck. I recommend E-range tires. And then you want a 1/2-inch rubber mat for underneath the camper. So this is 2023, this thing's sick. So there's a lot of competition in these kind of shows. Other brands, the 2023 Scouts are dialed. So these things are looking spot on. So you can see on this Yoho, we got the front nose windows. We got the new roof rack option on this one, so you can store some gear up there. It also has the bed rail runners on it. So on my own Scout, I have a diesel rotopack stored here. You can check that out in another video, and I have my Lifesaver jerry can here, but you could put, Max Tracks or other gear right on these bed rail runners, so that's cool. And then you have your movable camper jacks. Done a couple of videos on these recently on my own Kenai, but they weigh about 29 pounds a piece. But you just pop these pins here, and then you just slide them out, leave them at home. You can also pull this pin, pull this bar down, and slide them in closer to the camper, so they're not sticking out as far while you're driving, which is also super helpful for how it looks. And then here you got your sweet windows. You can have your day and night shades on them. You can see it's down right now, so it's called like a solar shade. And then you got your bug screen. Looks really good. And then you can see here you got your drain, your sink. It's a screw-on one. I've done a video. I changed mine to a 90-degree brass elbow. Just a little bit easier to use, but this does the trick. So you could attach a garden hose to this or however else you want to drain it, but it'll work. And then on the back here, we have the exterior bracket on the rear. That's going to be your awning holder, your gear holder, and your door stop. And it's also the backing plate for the Lifesaver jerry can, which is going to weigh about 50 pounds when it's full of water. This guy here has 2 rotopacks on it, 2 gallons a piece. On the 2023s, it's now one rotopack is kind of the option, but this one's a little bit older, so it's got 2 on it. And then we got this diesel heater. So this thing is sweet, 2.75 gallon tank, auto term 2D air diesel component, custom tank, box here. Looks nice, Sargus box. You can remove it in the summer months, comes with the caps to do that. So basically got your diesel line running up to your pump, and sick setup. I love it. Some of the benefits of it are that it is higher BTU. It works better in altitudes, better in cold temperatures. It's a drier heat, and it's got a thermostat. So at 3 a.m., you don't have to get out of bed to turn off the heat. That's an advantage over the propane heater. So that's a good one to note. And we also have on this one our Batwing, or Rhino Rack Batwing awning that comes all the way around, and a huge storage compartment on the passenger side. I'll get out of the way so you can have a quick peek at that. You fit a lot of gear in that, which is awesome. Also, when you're in that compartment, you saw the manual crank handle and the bit adapter to go right into these jacks to lower and raise the camper. Don't want to forget about those. Some people talk about having a shower or a toilet. At home, I got a shower room from 23-0. Basically, you can set up on the side of the camper, outdoor shower, outdoor toilet, so that works sweet. And then on all the Scouts now, you have your 10-pound propane tank. The reason for that is because, and the reason they've all been switched to just one 10-pound tank is because you're only using the propane for the cooktop. So this is your diesel heater. This thing's supposed to heat in the camper, so you don't need as much propane as you used to. But I'm going to step inside and sit down, talk about a few things, and then we'll keep going here. So inside this Yoho, you want to see probably the biggest game changer in this whole thing is this portaledge option. So in the older models, you used to sleep east-west like this. With the portaledge, these guys slide out, strap up to your ceiling brackets, and then when they're fully set up, which I'm not going to do right now, mom and dad are going to sleep north-south. So you're going to sleep this way, this way. If you have kids, they can go between you guys and sleep. If you have dogs or cats, they can sleep between you. If you have lizards in a tank or something, good on you. They could probably sleep between you too. But You got options, so you can sleep north-south. Sick. Awesome. Favorite option on 2023s right here, north-south sleeping. Second favorite option is those windows in the nose. They bring lots of light in the camper. They also have a bug screen and a day-night shade, just like the dinette windows. So if you crack that at night, you got nice airflow, nice breeze. The Scouts don't come with AC still, but there are options. I'm looking at a zero breeze for my own Scout, and yeah, battery-powered ACs. There's options out there. Coolers. This guy's got Dominic 45 in it. Nice little fridge setup. Does the trick for a couple nights camping or week camping, whatever you're gonna do. Can put lots of stuff inside here. And then we have our custom bags. These things are nice. I didn't get these bags and I should have, so I'm using backpacks and Adidas bags and stuff like that, but they're not as sick as these. Like, these things are designed to fit here perfectly. Carabiner up there, simply hook them up, take them down inside, pack them up, bring them outside. Awesome. And then I'm just gonna show you guys quickly the thermostat for this diesel heater. So this thing's a game changer. All you do here is, this guy is in percentages. We'll just go here and we just go display settings. Whoops, it's always too much time on this right now. Heating mode, external sensor, and then you hit home, run your finger, and off we go, setting the temperature. So that's pretty simple. Wait till you see a coffee cup and you're good to go. And then the other thing here is I'm going to maybe I should move a little bit for Big Kent, but we got a dinette table that goes down into the bed as well. So this dinette table does go down, slides right in here. Cushions will fill over top it, and then yeah, you can sleep here and up top. You got your cooktop. I've seen some talkings of people customizing and putting a smaller one in, things like that. But listen, if you're at the beach somewhere, one of the coolest things about the Scouts is the fact that, hey, you can just pull this outside, put it on the picnic table, have a barbecue, do your thing. Same thing as the cooler. If you're not using the camper, you got a cooler to use, you got a cooktop to use, you got water storage to use. One of the coolest things about the Scouts is just the components are removable and easy to use. One of the reasons why I joined Scout way back since the start in 2020 was that, I mean, if your fridge goes in a trailer, you're going to take it to the RV dealer. It's going to be there for however long it takes to order the parts, and then they're going to install the parts. You might miss your season camping. Cooler goes in your Scout. What do? Go to Walmart or somewhere, pick up a cooler, 30 bucks, stuff some ice in that thing, on you go. I'm going to talk about the Goal Zero in a second, but I want to tell you guys one hack, one little secret here. So what I do in my own Scout is I take a jug of milk. We drink a lot of milk. I got kids. Clean it out, fill it with water, stick it in the freezer, block ice. I'll stick that inside my cooler, and I'll use that for 2 to 3 days to keep the cooler cool inside without plugging this into the Goal Zero. So now you get 3 extra days of the Goal Zero without using any power from the Goal Zero. So I'm just going to jump down here. Whoa, it's on the other side of this guy. I don't know how much we can see. We've got a portable toilet that pulls out beside me, but lots of little storage cubbies in here. So your Goal Zero. So you need the 12-volt on to run your safety features, your diesel heater, and your lights inside. So if you push that little white button at the top, that's going to fire up your 12-volt system. If I push that button, the lights are going to go off, and I don't want to do a video in the dark, so we'll save that for another day. On all the 2023s and newer, the truck will charge the Goal Zero. So there is wiring from the 7-way to the Goal Zero that will, can't get to it right here, but it will charge up your Yeti while you're driving. So under the cap, that's where your input there would go under the cap for the 7-way plug, the input. So we got one here, one under the hood, and then we got the diesel heater goes under the hood, and then your 12-volt system is your lights and your diesel heater and everything right here, and then you got your solar input, and then you got your your 110s and your little USBs and everything. So super awesome power pack, and they have a great support team. So one thing we love about Goal Zero is that if you ever have any questions or need anything, these guys are sweet. So again, yeah, storage. You got your sink here. In my own Scout, I put a little Dometic Go in the corner, so I just tap the water on and off. Super sweet. So that gives you a little good idea of the Yoho. And we're going to just go check out the truck beside us next and just show you some cool things on that. Not a bad little step set up there either. I don't mind that one. So you can see on this F350, they changed the lights, looks sick. Oh, we got a spider for the video, perfect. Custom suspension in the front, nice big tires and rims. This thing's sweet. So this is your Kenai. So I've done a lot of videos on the Kenai, so we don't need to spend too much time looking at this because we can watch another 35 videos if you want to see the Kenai. But this looks to be a 2022. Got some folks looking at it, so we won't interrupt them. But yeah, you can see rooftop tent on there, set up, easy to use. I jump in there and show you guys, but there's people inside, so you get the idea. That's a Kenai with the rooftop tent. Basically we can have a look here now. Well, we got some cushions out of order here, but you basically, where the goal zero is there, hop up to the bed and jump through, and you're up inside your tent. Your 2 or 3 kids can sleep up there, which is perfect. So, and then you can see on this 6'5" bed F350, you got this bumper step. So you just step up right here, off you go. On my own Kenai, I bought a different set of steps to walk up. I took my tailgate off. That's about 130 pounds of weight right there. You can leave at home. So when we talk about ways to increase payload, well, you can't change the payload on your truck, but you can do things to help to improve it. You take off your tailgate, you take off the spare tire. If you have side steps, I mean, on my own truck, took off 350 pounds of extra equipment to top my payload. So to give me more room for the camper, essentially. So that's sweet. And this little grab handle, it's good for even chubby guys like me. I pull myself up all the time with that grab handle. Awesome for getting in and out of the campers. One thing this Kenai has that my own doesn't have is the Thetford toilet. You have a water fill here and access to your tank. And if you come around the corner, you can see the actual toilet inside there. So the difference between that and what I've done on my own Scout is the fact that this Kenai has a set toilet, which is super cool. Mine's removable, but I'm using like compostable bags and stuff. This one has the tank, whatever kind of setup you like. Both are great. But that is the Thetford option if you haven't seen it. And the rooftop tent, which I don't have my own Scout. So yeah. Maybe I should jump up there and show everybody, say hi from the top. I'm going to go in here and show you guys how easy this is. So all you need to do is I'll probably take my shoes off because I don't want to get her dirty. So all I do is crawl up here, up on the bed, and then I'm going to pop out and wave to Kent. But yeah, I'm up in the rooftop tent. Kent, you want to come outside and have a peek? Oh. So I'm up here, got screens, so your kids aren't going to go anywhere. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm in here. I'm in here. There I am. So just open your screens. You can stand on the roof if you need to close it up. It does have a little elastic band essentially, so when you close a tent, like a clam, the wind is going to push out the vinyl, or the fabric I should say. So it's got a little strap that goes around it to suck it tight. So you'll put the strap around, suck it in, and there's 2 latches on the top. Clamp it up, and off you go. So I'm going to jump back into the camper. Ugh. Super easy to do. Uh-oh. There goes my phone. That didn't look so nice, but put my boots back on, and we're going to check out this Olympic. Check out all these Scouts. Well, we got them sitting right here. Whoa. Here we go. Nice little step. Perfect. So if you see some prices on units, we are in British Columbia, so these Canadians are using funny money up here, so their price is a little bit different. Just joking. I'm from BC myself, but the Scouts, one cool thing is they're the same price across North America. So the price on our website is the price plus freight and tax, or any dealer fees or anything, but this is not an accurate Scout price because it's Canadian dollars. But what I wanted to show you on this one more than anything, before I'm out of breath, man, I gotta ride a bike or something more often, climbing up and down that bed. But check out this wrap on this guy. So this got a custom wrap on it, camo. It's like a digital style camo. Looks super cool and unique. This is one of the first ones I've seen with it. I think there's a couple owners out there with a wrap on theirs, but looks sick. This is a 2022 Kenai, or Olympic, I should say. So while we're at it, it's a little bit different than the brand new ones, but same kind of concept. Propane storage, side storage. Got your tie downs we just did a video on. You can see them here in the corner. Ratchet, they're locked. Undo them, tighten them up. Hooks in and out. I don't have a key in my pocket to open this one. This is where your gear locker tray would be. Slides out. So you can put your cooktop on top of this and do some cooking. But if you don't add the option, then you have an even longer storage compartment, which is pretty cool. And then probably the most unique thing about the Kenai, or I mean the Olympic, sorry, is the dinette table. So the Yoho and Kenai have more of like an L-shaped type of booth where you're sitting across to the other direction, but Olympic has the dinette seating, and that table can be taken outside of your campsite, used outside, and it also goes down into a bed. So if you need extra sleeping, you have the dinette bed to use. List the other models, there's a different setup, but you've got less extra space in there for your kids. 2023, same option, north-south sleeping. Working up a sweat now, which is good. And yeah, so that's one thing I missed was the solar light. This one's got it's got 3 settings: motion, on, off, and just off. But it's great for the site when you're there to have a nice little light at nighttime. So yeah, that pretty much sums up our 3 model look today. So thanks for joining us, and we look forward to doing more videos with you guys. And the campsite's coming up soon, so we'll stay in touch.